everybody? Episode 64 of the walkthrough, moving forward, deeper into the Halen tree. So, first up is we have the crystallines. Now, I wouldn't even advise fighting these guys. I mean, if you want to fight them, just pull one at a time over here and do it that way. But I say we just run for the chest and get on. Just because it's such a pain in the ass. And that's harder to get anyway. We're about already dead. Yeah, so we got what we wanted. That's nice. It is a badass sword. I've never used it, but you can just tell it's good. It's got magic damage, it's got rot buildup, and that's why it's so good. It's the rot buildup. Because, like I said, rot is just going to tick away at an enemy's health big time. So you're going to have magic, or you're going to have physical, you're going to have magic, and causes slight scarlet rot buildup. So, you know, as you continuously attack, like you do like the rotten sword insignia we're about to get, it boosts attack damage with successive attacks, and, you know, get more and more damage while you're getting rot buildup. You know, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying? If you guys want to deal with this, by all means, I hope, you know, I really hope you have fun to your heart's content. But I'm pretty much just like, fuck it, you know? I don't know, we could do it, guys. It's just a whole thing. We already got what we wanted, but if I was gonna do it, you already know what I'm doing. Putting on some kind of fucking hammer. I know that shit. Even though I got rid of strength, oh, I had to keep strength at 22 anyways. Does it have any dex scaling? Oh, it actually gets CC, your strength and dex, so I'm still getting massive dex, massive damage for dex. Probably because I'm not full at plus 10, but that's nice. So I'm still getting good scaling, even though there's a higher strength requirement than anything else. So like I said, if you really want to do this, this is how we're going to do it. Come get me. Now, that on its own obviously isn't doing enough damage, so keep that in mind. But this is how you do it, you know, you just pull one over at a time. It's the only way I know to really get through it. It's just, it really sucks. It's not like it's impossible, even though it feels impossible when you first run up. Yeah, it's just inconvenient, very, really time consuming and really inconvenient, but possible. Now when you go over there, you try to fight all three at a time, it does. It feels extremely impossible, but it's not. It's just really tedious. So same thing. If you really want to do this, guys, this is the way. One at a time, right? Heal. Looks like we did get scarlet rotted, didn't we? Well, because they're doing rot damage on their weapon, so. One-on-one, they're not so bad. Even with the rot buildup they're doing, and keep in mind, blood loss and rot and all that shit does get through your shield, you know? So you want to remember that. You might be blocking the physical, but you're still going to get that buildup. Now he's all alone. He is the worst one too. The rot mages, man, God, they stack up some real damage. They also do seem to have less health too, just like, you know, any mage would. And this is over. So, like I said, it's possible. It's not, you know, it's not hard. It's just you gotta have patience. And everything about this game, for the most part. Maybe seen just like that last of the Erdtree Avatar and the Knights, we got it second try. That's one of the hardest things in the game, but it just comes down to how you look at it, right? So, do keep that in mind. Just if this is your first Souls, like, don't play it like an action game. They're similar to action games in some ways, you know. It's a lot of combat, but these type of games involve thinking. Thinking outside the box and changing your aspect of. Like if we're playing God of War, we see 3 guys like that. What are we gonna do? We're gonna run over there and we're gonna kill them all. But this, it makes you think, well, maybe I should separate these guys. Like that kind of critical thinking is an action game. So just really, when you get into challenging things, instead of like, oh, this is impossible, because it's easy to feel that way. Even myself, I have to remind myself, I'm like, why the fuck are they making this fucking hard? Stupid. Like with the Royal Revenant. If I were to fight one, I was fighting my notes, raging. I was taking notes of that episode, raging out. I'm like, it's fucking, they expect too much of people. They're trying too fucking hard. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I could just use heal, right? So that's why in the walkthrough, what did we do? I suggested you guys use heal. Much easier. So, take him out. So this can be a rot, like swamp area. It's gonna make you fat roll, really inconvenient. Yeah. Got a consumable, and you're gonna get some butterflies. But this does lead up to Millicent's quest line. That's going to, if you're a true Dex build, like I'm Dex because there's some really good Dex weapons I like. But like if you're a true Dex build of dual curved swords, dual katanas, dual daggers, anything with fast attacks, you're going to get a weapon over here that greatly increases damage with successive attacks. Now, you don't have to get that. You could get a talisman here, and you can kill Millicent way earlier in the game to get a talisman that does +5 to Dex, so it gives you 5 points in Dex, while increasing attack power. But this one just greatly increases attack power, so it's like, do you want the 5 points? I don't think it is. Oh, we're dead. I don't think it's really worth it. You already have all your stats. So getting the one that greatly increases attack power at the end of the day is most likely a better choice. Because by this point in the game, you probably have your Dex all the way up, especially if you're just doing Dex. Your Dex is probably sitting at like fucking 80, So like you're good. We don't have to do this. It's just us clearing the whole area, you know what I mean? You little prick. I swear to God, bro. You guys are fucking annoying. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't even see him. Now we gotta fucking cleanse again. What a prick. I swear to God, he's a prick, bro. He's like really pissing. I know he's around. Like, where are they coming? And the same thing again, bro. Where are you coming from? You guys are little fucks. Like, how many more are down there? Anyways, we're going to try this again. I don't even think anything's over here. I didn't check this out in my notes, so yeah, it's just weird because it's like sitting by itself, But so there's a side of grace over here we need to get. We're going to have to fat roll through all this. So before we do anything with Millicent, guys, what we're going to do is we're going for this grace. Yeah, no need to even fuck around with these guys anymore. Just roll on out, roll on out, roll on out. So we get to the edge. Make sure you cleanse yourself. Especially if you're like me, rolling around with one heal on, God, yeah, them little dudes piss me off. I can't see them. They're like down in the fucking rot, which is just disgusting. No, don't do that shit. Yeah, it does that sometimes. I forgot to mention that. It's like while you're walking on that tree, if you don't actually like try to jump to the branch or, just get lucky, you just kind of like slip off of it. I don't know why they have it like that, but it's a little mistake on the developer's part. They didn't mean nothing by it, but still, it's like, fuck, I should have mentioned it. I hate for that to happen to someone else. But this run back ain't shit. It's not too bad. It does suck rolling all the way through that rod again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, kind sir. And there was nothing up top. Alright, so let's do this again. This time I don't have to worry. We already got all the items. I wouldn't worry about, taking the time and dealing with all this shit. Just roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll your boat. Heal. So there's going to be ulcerated tree spirit over here. And before we do Millicent's quest line, we have to actually take him out. There's Melania down there. We'll get to her. But you have to actually take this guy out. So, just like before, guys. Jump. So, the same shit that happened to me doesn't happen to you. And we're going to go in this doorway. Oh, go and heal. Don't want to die before we get to the side of grace. So, it's obviously a smarter idea to go for the side of grace than it is. So, you're going to try to fight an ulcerated tree spirit, or you're going to have to do a run back every single time you die to him. I'm not saying you're not a good player, but chances are we're going to die a few times. I'm not saying we will die at all, but we could. Simply for the fact we have to fight him in rot. You know what I mean? Like, we're sitting in rot, we have to keep flame cleanse me, and we have to fight ulcerated tree spirit. So, at this point, I don't have to tell you how to fight these guys. You know, you want fire. You want to use your charge attacks, and you want to get your dodge timing right. However, you also got to remember to keep cleansing yourself, or just keep healing through it as that rot ticks your health down. Now, it is worth killing this guy every time you run out, or he's going to hit you with the pest shit, you know what I mean? And when he does that, he does a lot of your health before you even get to the fight. So, obviously, when you come out the door, you go to the right and go uphill, so you can get to this route here. Ooh, that was close. I should have jumped. So he's gonna spawn in when you get down there to that glowwort. That's what's in the water, or in the rot. Let's go and grab our craft and stuff. I forget if you could summon here or not. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I've been summoning a lot during this playthrough. Not really. Not until like the end. But I like never summon my own hardly. So the reason I bring that up is because sometimes we're able to summon I don't even know about it, because I usually just don't, you know. So I'm like, oh, we can't summon here. In reality, we can. I just didn't in my playthrough, so I didn't even realize you could half the time. Just like back there in the Legacy Dungeon last episode, when we first came down, I'm like, oh shit, we can summon here? I didn't know. So keep healing through the rod. What? One shot? Wow. Okay. So we're going to have to try to run backwards from that. Maybe... I'm thinking here. It's not going to work to fight him from range. Nope, that's the way out to Melania. And so outside that door, we have to clear two little side paths, like they're small, and then the boss fight, and that's it. But, as I mentioned, we do want to do this. Since I'm not using intelligence anymore, what we got? Weight, we still need that. We don't need the one for weight. Oh shit, what if we were to put on something else? Can't use that no more, can I? Well, we still reach the stat requirements for that. That's an awesome weapon. I should have upgraded it more. This one's plus 17 with fire. Let's put on that for a little bit. It's only plus 17, keep in mind. But with the poise damage and the fire build up for the boss we're about to do, kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's not hitting nearly as hard as anything else, fortunately. But, yeah, so we'll have blood loss build up. For some reason, I think the blood loss actually does work on the ulcerated tree spirits. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure it does. So just keep your flame cleanse me ready. Go ahead and buff up. See how fast we put this guy down. Alright, yep. From there, like I said, flame cleanse me. You want to keep that ready at all times. Shield. Oh, you fuck. I missed twice. So as always, you want to play it the same. Dodge the hit shit. And get charged attacks, obviously, you know what I mean? Same as always. The only difference is we're sitting in a rot, you know, which is extremely unfortunate. Now when he does that big AoE, that one, we just need to run back. So instead of trying to cleanse yourself, I'm thinking we're just going to try to heal to it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be better to heal to it because using that incantation just takes so much time. About got him. Where's his head? It's about time to heal again. Roll. Oh, we got lucky. And I actually had a good run this time. I've been sleeping on this weapon. I need to go back to it. It's got so much less damage than everything else, but man, it just hits so nicely. So after we have him taken down, oh, I should have waited to cleanse, but just go here. Great grave glow for it. Go ahead and cleanse up. Now we only have 6 heals. So what we're gonna have to do here is quite challenging, and you need to make a choice. For me, I'm sticking with Millicent. We've been with her the whole game. She's done nothing shady to us. She's been good to us. I don't really like stabbing people in the back. Really, it just depends. Like, if I don't really care for them. Let's say we stab them in the back, we get a better item, but they've been good to us and stuff like that, and I like their character. I'll stick with them. I won't fuck them over. Not on the first playthrough. On a second, you know, you want to check out your options. So Millicent's been good to us. Most NPCs we met tried to kill us or fuck us over, so I'm sticking with her. But sticking with her gets you a talisman that greatly increases attack damage with successive attacks. Helping her sisters to kill her is going to give you a talisman that gives you 5 points in dex and raises attack power with successive attacks. But this greatly raises, so you're going to get less attack power, 5 points in dex, which, like I said, we're already at 60. I don't feel like that's needed. This is definitely the better talisman. It's also the harder one to get. So with their sisters, I think you all just team up and beat her down or kill her early for the same talisman. Helping her, you have to beat 4 people. You know, it's 2 on 4. You do want to keep that in mind. And they do kill you quick. Like really quick. You see what I'm saying? But there's no run back, so. So Millicent can't die, or you can't die, or you gotta keep restarting. If Millicent dies, don't worry, you have another chance. She's not like permanently dead, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so. You just gotta keep going over and over. Now, if you want the easier way out for the +5 dex and talisman that, you know, raises your attack power, but not greatly raises, you know, just take the easier route. Millicent will hit waterfowl dance. So you can kind of fuck up like a few of them at the same time. God, that thing hits like a truck. So we're gonna have to jump start faster attacking weapon. But see, she's gonna hit waterfowl. She can. I don't know, I've had Millicent take out like 3 of them one time. Like, she was really putting it on them. Yeah, so they killed both of us. It's alright. Like I said, it's a very, very hard fight. One of the harder fights in the game. We'll go back to Blasphemous Blade. I mean, it's the biggest... Like I said, I'm kind of burnt out on using it. I've used it so much, but at the same time, it's the most damaging weapon we have. And even though it's a great sword, the attacks come out pretty quickly, so, you know, it's just kind of a keeper for challenging stuff. But you also have the Ash of War. It can be quite, you know, quite powerful. Really helps level the playing field. Good God. Give my help. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they must have a lot of holy scaling. Their incantations and shit are hitting like a freaking truck. Yeah, Millie, they're fucking us up. Come on, baby, step it up. We ain't taking the easy route out. We'll get it this time. I have a feeling. This is the one, y'all. This is the one. Now, don't be stressed out about it. You know, it's challenging. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I don't have a chance. You think this is hard? Just wait. We still have Millennia to take down, y'all. I don't even know if we're going to get to Millennia. I don't think we are. We might just do a full boss rush next episode. Start with Millennia, then do all the bosses in the capital, and then last minute. You know, because we're almost halfway through the episode. We're at 20 minutes. We still have 2 side areas to explore and, you know, shit to get. Separate them like this. God, sword dance, is it? We have to separate them. I think it's my turn. Good God. Oh, there's one. We're out of heal, so we gotta get this right. Hopefully Millicent's putting it on them. Alright, here's fucking bitch. We did it. Thanks to Millicent. I took out 2 of them, but she got one of themselves way down for us, you know what I mean? So her, Millicent's quest is actually quite important for Platinum. In fact, without it, it makes things much more difficult. Because you're gonna have to back up your saves to get all your, what's it called? You have to back up your saves to get all your endings anyways, right? So what you do is you back up your save, you upload your save to the cloud before you go for any ending, okay? Then you go ahead and you're going to get the ending for, with the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Then you're going to download the file you had before that to get your other endings, but you're going to have to cleanse the Frenzied Flame. So if you don't do this, you're not going to get the Mikla Needle, and you're not going to be able to cleanse it, and you're not going to get your other 2 endings, because this locks you in. So unless you cleanse it, or wait to the very end to get the Frenzied Flame, and do that last, like, you know, fast travel, like, get the other 2, back up your save, get the first 2 endings, then fast travel to Frenzied Flame Prescription, and then, you know, get that ending. But since we've already got it, we're locked in. Our eyes are, you know, yellow, and when we get, after we kill the main boss and gotta choose your ending, we're gonna be locked in for this. You cannot choose any other ending. You have to cleanse yourself.
Oh, thank you for lending your hand.
For that,
without your help,
let's listen to this.
I could not have defeated that quartet. I feel as if I've been in your debt from beginning to end. Thank you. With your help, I was able to live as my own person. If only in passing. But this is where things end. I pause to even tell you I took out the needle myself. Tell whoever put you up to this that if I am to flower into something other than myself, I would rather rot into nothingness as I am. Please.
Quite sad.
Let me pass alone. The scarlet rot writhes now, worse than ever. Soon, I won't be more than a mound of flesh, curse-laden, untouchable. I wouldn't want such a thing to bring you harm.
So from here, we're just gonna quit out and then go back in. So we've been playing. I've been playing for 70 hours. You guys have been playing at this point for 63 and a half. That just shows you. You know, that I had to redo a few episodes. To be honest, there's still a few episodes I wish I would have done better. You know, this is my first series, newer channel. Maybe one day we'll go back, but this is already my second time doing the walkthrough. I mean, I think it actually is a really good walkthrough. A lot of people tell me that have told me that it's been really good, but you know, you should always want to be better. So maybe, you know, one day I'll redo this with a different build. You know, we'll have some fun with it or something. But you know, for my first series, I mean, we're getting a platinum, we're getting all these items, and you know, we've kicked ass. It's been really smooth. But I'm just hard on myself and feel like, you know, maybe I shouldn't have raged here a little bit, or um, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proud of it. I think we've done awesome. I mean, it's a good game. I actually enjoyed redoing this whole walkthrough, which I had to. So for those of you that haven't been following along, and from here, guys, we're just going to jump to Drain's channel. For those of you that haven't followed along, we've done this whole walkthrough. We're on the last episode, and I was trying to teach everyone how to back up their saves, like by showing them. And not only did it stop the recording, it deleted the episode where we killed the Elden Beast, where we killed Melania, where we killed Godfrey, where we killed that douchebag from the Round to Behold, Gideon, and then our DLC prep and really important items, all the secret endings. So I had no choice but to redo the whole walkthrough because of it. And I just got done before we started this, so I had to do it all over again, back to back. I still thoroughly enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I love this game. It's my favorite game. 2,000 hours in it for a reason. A lot of that's note taking and, you know, 2 walkthroughs. But yeah, you know, I love it. So going out here, guys, this is gonna, you know, pretty much be the last bit of the Legacy Dungeon. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run across these routes. Like I said, we have a few paths to do. Underneath us, you're gonna see like this little courtyard type place. We have to do that, like graveyard rather, outside this church. So that's the church that takes you down Millennia. And then on the far side is our last bell bearing we need to have access to unlimited. You know, we already have all of our smithing stones, but this is going to be for Gloveworks, Ghost Gloveworks rather. We're missing 1 bell bearing. This is our last bell bearing in the game to get the texture worthwhile. We may have missed 1 bell bearing hunter that I couldn't get to spawn in for whatever reason, but that's like for crafting items. You know, it's not a big deal. So when you get here, you're going to want to jump down on that. Don't do it. It'd be a mistake. Not really a mistake, but you're going to have a huge run back for a lesser item. Because right up here is one of the last talismans you're going to need for platinum. Another legacy legendary talisman. And it's one of the best talismans to negate physical damage. Actually, it is the best talisman to, you know, negate physical damage. Come on, get him. But more important than anything else, you need it for your platinum. And we took down scores of them. Alright, so you're going to get this. This is a Great Shield Dragon Crest Talisman. Of course I say it backwards. Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. So, enormously boosts physical damage negation. Now, this is a talisman you put on in the DLC and you don't take off. You know what I mean? So now, let's drop down to the right side. Oh, fucker. I hate them, man. I fucking hate them. And the thing of it is they're another enemy that has virtually no health, but just puts out so much damage you can't do shit sometimes. Quite easy to beat. 1 heavy attack or guard counter, and 1 light attack. They're dead, you know? But, yeah, they just put out so much damage. They're so rapid. It's just not a fucking thing you can do sometimes. And to get the Ghost Glovework Bell Bearing, the last one, we have to fight like 30 of them. Yes, like 30 of them. I shit you not. And it's really not even that bad. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not as bad as you would think. Because there's only like 10 or 15 big ones, and then like 10 or 15 little ones. So same thing. I guess we could just go here now. We were about to drop down to the right so we can grab this and then press on. Let's go and get our next side of Grace stuff. Don't have to worry about, you know, this run back. Even though it's not bad. See, like they're so easy to kill, but they kill you so easily too. So this brings you down to Melania. So let's go ahead and take this. We're gonna get the side of Grace. So if you guys haven't fought Melania yet, didn't know how to get to her, you know, like, because I played the game my first time and missed the whole Halix tree. You know, I never got to fight Melania or Moog. At that time, I was just so stressed I wanted to beat the game to just say I beat it, and I missed pretty much not all, like I did all the underground and all that stuff. Beat Lich Dragon and got the Death Secret ending, and but yeah, I didn't do the Halix tree. And I was gonna, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to New Game Plus. Then I tried New Game Plus and got bored with that for 10 minutes. So I decided to do a whole nother playthrough. But yeah, so it's easy to miss her. Is what I'm trying to say. If you never got to her before, this is how you reach her. And we could go in and give her a chance right now, but there's other stuff we want to do, so we're not gonna do it just yet. But for now, let's kind of run up the stairs. This is our shortcut. You guys remember, where's the church at? The prayer room church. We went down and there's that tower. I said, oh, that's the shortcut for Millennia. I guess we can take it up to show you guys real quick. Yeah, we're going to save Millennia for next episode too, because I've been thinking about it. We have 2 side sections to do and we're 30 minutes in. And that's not even really it. But yeah, like I said, as you see, we took a shortcut. We got back. We've already done all this. We don't have to worry about it. We can kind of just jump back to Halix Tree roots. But I have a strategy for Millennia, but while I was taking notes for this episode, I kind of want to go over a few different strategies, as, guys, she's tough. I've beat her so many times, but she's not any less tough. No, it's been a little bit since I fought her, but not that long, as I just did the other walkthrough. It's just been like a few weeks. But yeah, it took me like 8-9 tries, and you're like, oh, that's probably not that bad, 8-9 tries. But keep in mind, I've done this a lot. And also with experience fighting her before. That means other people might really struggle here. Did you just one-shot me, you little fuck? Yes, that's what we're dealing with. I went through here on notes and only died once. I don't know why we're dying so much. But yeah, so I want to, in between episodes, go back and visit boss strategies on her and all the remaining bosses to give us the smoothest run possible next episode. Just put all of our bosses there, you know what I mean, guys? I don't have the stats to use strength anymore. I was thinking if I could put on a great shield just to deal with this area. There are a few we could use. Wow, a great shield that doesn't even have 100 physical damage negation is crazy. Like, there's a few choices. We could use the jellyfish. We could use the Briar Great Shield, which also doesn't. Why don't Great Shields have 100 damage negation? That's insane to me. They're great shields, we don't have to, but it might make this area a little bit easier. We'll use jellyfish. Also gives us another buff too. I'm gonna hit this just like I would the Urnia. Same weapons I had back then. Alright. Hold up your shield. Guard counter. You gotta remember, great shield, the attacks actually bounce off. Some attacks do with medium shields, but not a bunch, Like, really not a bunch. So we're going out here, same thing. There you go, shit. Damn, bro. I ran out of stamina and, double checked myself and dropped the shield for a second. Because you gotta let off the shield unless your stamina, get back up. Okay, this is the last time. Done dealing with this shit. Plasma Split's a pretty good weapon. Keep in mind too, guys, you can just run past all this shit, but there's so many I wouldn't advise it. The fact of the matter is, with all them up there just spamming shit, it doesn't really help. Oh. Good night, you little bitch. Okay. So it's best to take this all on when you first come in. Right into it. Alright, get out here. Okay. So, from here, we're going to be going down in this courtyard. We got Big Boy to worry about again. Tough as he is, he doesn't seem that bad right now, but he is. He healed, that's fine. I'm trying to get his shield, that's why I took that. 'Cause I heard to get that shield, there's only one that has it outside the church. So, I was thinking it was him, I could be wrong. That's them. These are my frames. Damn it, bro. You're gonna make me run past all this shit. Alright, we're just gonna run past the pests this time. I'm not gonna sit there and deal with them every single time. But yeah, we probably do need to deal with these guys though, because they're in the area. And there's items we're trying to get. This is what I'm talking about, like wanting to redo certain episodes, because, you know, I want a smooth experience and we're just sitting here dying. It's highly annoying, but it's, you know, obviously pretty common, you know. I just get hard on myself sometimes, but yeah. It's gonna happen, I guess. Okay, so just run past all this shit, like I said. Not worth our time. If they follow us outside the door, that will do. See? It's like, what the fuck can you do, man? What do you do with that? We can't get to the guys up top. That's the problem. If we could, I'd fucking kill every single goddamn one of them. So, we gotta do it this way. The only other thing I could think of, which, you know, would work, is we can get up, get a backstab on him, stay under the balcony to the right, take that to the door. But just, we got guys up top on the right and the left, we have guys up top behind us, we have the guy on the floor, we have two out left on the balcony. You're literally surrounded here. I'm hoping we get over here, get that shield up. It worked better than last time so far. Yeah, just stay over to the right side behind the pillars. Heal through it. We'll be fine. So if they follow you, they want to get some, give it to them. Alright. Feeling better about this run. So there's got to be another guy, because he seems, it's a big tough guy. He seems to get behind us. There they are. Now, I don't mind fighting the tough guy, but we can't be fighting all these guys at once. It's just too much, you know what I mean? Smack the shit out of him for all the trouble he's been giving us. So, like I said, we have two side areas to do. This will be one of them. Please forgive me wasting time dying so many times, guys. I'm sorry. It's the hardest area in the game, in my, you know, my defense. This is undoubtedly the hardest area in the game. So, yeah, I'm trying to make it smooth, but it's Halo 3. It's only going to be so smooth. But yeah, so this is one of the two areas. And I will say there's not much really down here. Not really. But still want to clear everything, you know what I mean? Now the other side's gonna have the bell bearing and the more important items. Are you ever gonna drop that shield for me? No? Okay. I really want it. I heard this is where you get it, so I'm drop it. I've never got it on any of my playthroughs, and I've had many. I've never gotten it, and I keep seeing people run around with it. I mean, if you guys want that great shield they have, do farm it up here. I hear great things about it, and going into DLC with very, very hard enemies, I do believe it would be, you know, nice for everybody to have that, especially newer players, more important than anybody else. Yeah, just stand there and let us kill him. Hell yeah. Okay. So, that's that. We're gonna run through, we're gonna double check. I didn't think we had torrent, but you know, you don't even have torrent for like the back third of this game. It's crazy. We haven't had torrent since Mountaintops of the Giants. So we've been to fair. No, because you do got torrent in the Consecrated Snowfield to take that back. In the main game, not the side content. The main game, you don't have torrent after Mountaintops of the Giants, and you gotta go through Fair Missoula. And you gotta go through the Ashton Capital without them, which isn't much. It's not the back third, but you know what I mean. You don't have much. We've done a lot since Mountaintops of the Giants, even though that was kind of only a few episodes ago. We've done quite a bit. So this is the part I was talking about. It's a pain in the ass. So this is where our bell bearing's gonna be. If you're having trouble here, just run all the way down to the bottom. On shield. The bell bearing is down at the bottom of the hill, like straight away from where we are right now. It's not so bad, you know. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it's not always skill. It's like you gotta have a bit of luck too, you know. Heal. You know, like even when you're really good, I feel like some runs you just need a bit of luck, you know, to get past, even with your skill. Like luck that they don't attack you certain ways, you know. Okay. Do it. Thank you. Yeah, but you gotta kind of have luck in the sense of like having a run where like 20 of them are on your ass at once. You know what I mean? They have no poise. So you got that going for you. There's just a lot of them, and they're shooting the what's called pest threads at you. Top of rapid attacks. It could be a lot to deal with. Just hit them where they hurts, guys. Oh shit, did I see all them? I got 2 more. Come on, we can do this shit. There we go. And then get your bell bearing. And we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it. We have cleared it all. With 44 minutes in, we do not have enough time to take out Millennia anyways, as it's gonna, you know, take a few tries. Now, we can go in this fight, go down ahead of 3 routes. We'll give it a run real quick. I just know we're not gonna do it. I gotta come up with a better strategy. I mean, I got a really good strategy, you know, but I want to try out a few different things, to be honest, and see if I can come up with a better one. So my strategy here is the same strategy we had from Oak, you know, Blood Flame Blade, Bloodhound's Fang, going in here with same setup we have here, stone barbs, and maybe switch out this for some more damage negation. Put on the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman for more damage negation. But as she's hitting you, she heals herself. She has grabs that can one-shot you. She has Asher Boar that can one-shot you. She has Rot that can one-shot you. And she has a Rot Explosion. So she's just got a lot of shit going on, guys. You know, a lot of shit. Damn, already 200,000 level. We'll still get a few more levels before all this is said and done. Shouldn't use that much. We're at 168. It's about to be at 169. What were we leveling? Oh, we're going to work on faith. Yeah, I'd say we at least have 45 faith by the end. So we're running here, give it a shot. No summon, so I'm just going to show you. Now, this isn't the strategy I had for us all. But, like I said, next episode is just going to be a straight up boss rush. We're out of time, or I've let this play out. You guys just, you know, like always, let the cutscene and some dialogue play out. So as soon as this starts, now, all in all, her attacks aren't, when you focus, as you see, they're not the hardest to dodge, not those, but she's really resistant to Holy. Yeah, I had no stamina, we're dead. That's actually gonna one-shot you anyway. Now you're gonna notice she has full health, guys, right? We just took a decent amount of her health. She gets it all back as she attacks you. That's what makes the fight even more difficult, right? So you want to keep that in mind. Now we're gonna give it a fair shot here. What I mean by fair shot is normally when you enter a boss fight and you have the cutscene, you just start the fight out of nowhere, you're down the middle. From here, you know, we kind of lead in with some attacks, she'll dodge that probably, yeah. This weapon does, what, it's my first attack, bitch. After you break my fucking stagger. But you're gonna notice, Blasphemous Blade, I don't think does that good against her. Couldn't get it. You see how tough she is. Now it's not going to go like this next episode because we're going to be using Mimic. We're going to be using Blood Flame. Most likely, unless they come up with a better strategy. She's weak to Bleed. She's weak to Frost. I don't know how Magic does, but I know Bleed and Frost are the two things that stand out more than anything else. Also keep in mind, we can go in here, we get buff. Flame, grant me strength. Golden Vow. We got our flask. We get our mana back. As you see, this is mainly about time dodges. You know what I mean? Probably need to pull a couple flasks out of mana and put it into more heals. And she's a little weak to fire, but not much. I do know critical attacks like do no damage to her. Heal. Back up from that. I've never learned to dodge that. She's quite tough. Critical. It did much more damage than it used to. Probably because I started affecting my characters properly. So her first phase isn't too bad, to be completely honest. Actually, after you die so many times, you start getting that first phase dialed in. Beginning of second phase, guys. Run as far as you can. Get your buffs back, right? But yeah, definitely refill your mana. Whatever big attacks you have, use them. Mimic about dead. Just to get that stagger off. Charge attacks. That's what I like about Mimic. Because, oh, that's not a shield. Because he keeps her busy enough so you could actually get a charge attack in. Oh, dead. But yeah, so this is just like dry runs. And kind of just playing around, showing you guys what we're up against. But as you see, phase 1 isn't that tough, right? But yeah, we're gonna have a different tactic and strategy moving forward. So we're gonna go ahead and cut off this episode, and I'm just gonna kind of do a dry run with that. See how it pans out. That's how I beat her last time. Haven't actually did the boss fight. I took all my notes for the rest of the game. I just wasn't focused on the boss fight. It was more about the items. Make sure we have everything we need for DLC prep. Make sure we have all of our platinums, all of our trophies for platinums. Every talisman we can get in a single run. Every armor set. Every weapon. All our upgrades, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So obviously during the notes I fought the bosses, beat the bosses, but I wasn't actually coming up with strategies. But during notes when I fought her, I was like, you know what, I need to think of something better. So either way, we'll be picking up here next episode from the Haley Tree Roots. As I mentioned, we're going to take on Millennia. Then we're going to go over here to the capital, do our final boss rush, get our last talisman for our platinum. The final boss rush, get our somber 10. Then after we take all the bosses out, we'll go, round table hole, go over all the remembrances, do DLC checklist, get the frenzy flame ending. Then we're going to go over to Fermozula, cleanse the frenzy flame, and then we're going to go back over here to get the other endings. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Last time I tried this, I tried to show you guys, and then it deleted my episode. So that's what I had to redo the whole entire walkthrough. So I can't show you, but I can tell you, and that's what we're going to do to play it safe. But anyways, we're going to wrap up here, guys. Thank you for tuning on in with me. I appreciate your support. It means the world. It's been a long journey. We still have the TLC to get through, so I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys, tag along for that and, enjoy this as a complete walkthrough of everything Elden Ring. But we'll see y'all back here shortly.